Trump nixes Venezuelan oil concessions granted by predecessor Joe Biden. Trump took harsh stance towards Venezuela during first term but has shown interest in collaboration in recent months. United States President Donald Trump has canceled oil production concessions granted to Venezuela under his predecessor, Democrat Joe Biden. In a social media post on Wednesday, Trump said that the government of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has not made improvements in areas such as election reform and immigration enforcement. "We are hereby reversing the concessions that crooked Joe Biden gave to Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela on the oil transaction agreement, dated November 26, 2022, and also having to do with electoral conditions within Venezuela, which have not been met by the Maduro regime," the post reads. In 2022, the Biden administration issued the U.S. energy giant Chevron a license to expand production in oil-rich Venezuela. At the time, the U.S. was taking cautious steps to lower tensions with the Maduro government, partly in the hope of spurring greater collaboration on energy. Then, in October 2023, officials in Maduro's administration signed a pair of deals called the Barbados Agreement, which affirmed its commitment to a free and fair election carried out under the observation of international election experts. The U.S. responded to that commitment by further relaxing oil sanctions against Venezuela's economy. But in the lead-up to Venezuela's 2024 presidential election, the Maduro government stepped up repressive actions targeting the country's political opposition. For example, it barred political rivals from running, including Maria Corina Machado and Corina Lloris, a professor who tried to replace Machado in the race. Still, opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez appeared on track to best Maduro at the ballot box, according to pre-election polls. But shortly after the vote on July 28, the country's election authority announced Maduro had won, without providing the usual breakdown of voting tallies. That break in tradition fueled widespread allegations that Maduro had falsely claimed victory. Still, on January 10, Maduro was sworn into office for a third term. Trump himself was inaugurated for a second term in the White House several days later, on January 20. But political observers questioned whether Trump's new mandate in office would spell a different approach to Venezuela. That's what we can say. Don't forget to support our channel by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. We thank you all for your support.